Good day, ladies and germs. Elton McFall here. I'm in Dorval, right near the border of Point Claire, actually, in the West Island, the suburbs of Montreal along Highway 20, CN and CP train lines on the other side of that. And I got this idea when I came up here from the 211 as usual. I figured, why not do a walking video right here on Pine Beach Road? Hence the name of the train station on the other side over there. So let's hop to it. Starting off here on Highway 20 and Chemin Aron. I'm happy I just filmed the CN Freight. And I like this old dépanneur. There's not very many dépanneurs left in the city that still have these vintage Coke signs on them. That's neat, you know. You know what, honestly, I don't even know if I've ever even walked on the street before, quite frankly. And I just realized walking this way that I'm actually not walking the way I like to in terms of you know, the sun actually being cast this way, and it's all like shadowed now, and there's a Volkswagen here with a spare tire. But whatever, it doesn't matter, I don't care. I can always turn around and walk backwards if I want to, you know. Gotta wonder though how much it costs to have an apartment around here though, you know. Nice old Mercedes there. I'm trying to remember that model. What is it, a 230, 240? I don't remember. It's a nice looking car. It's nice. You know, yeah, the old suburbia, the old suburban neighborhood here. And this is a good idea. Actually, I was going to do a walking video down there at the end there where it's Lakeshore, which goes by the river. And I'm like, oh, I've done that before, not necessarily over there. I figure I'll do it here this way. See some nice old buildings, old houses. Gorgeous day, you know. Sun is right there. Can't really show it much with the camera, it could damage the sensors. So that's it, you get that and finish right by the river. It's a beautiful ending, you know. Look at this simple little old vintage beauty. How much does that go for? I'm afraid to know. The housing market here in this city is nuts, man. Just like so many other places like Toronto, Vancouver. Everybody wants to live in Canada. Everybody wants a piece of the pie, right? You know what I mean? They don't want to live in the States for whatever reason. Come and live here, man. Because compared to Russia and all these other places and those unfortunate Ukrainians and other people where there's dictatorship, they're screwed, you know. They'll live, but what's their quality of life like, you know? So, where's the cross street here? See, Pine Beach and Turcot. That reminds me, yeah, I was just helping an old lady up there before I started filming. She was lost. She was looking for Cartier Street, and I was figuring, oh, it's near here, you know. And she's like, oh, it's on the other side of the 20. No, as a matter of fact, I looked on my phone. I finally found it. It's in Point Claire. It's like past St. John's Boulevard. That's far. It's far when you don't have a car. If you have a car, it's like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, you know. So. Yeah, I like Dorval, you know. I mean, it's not just because I like it because I come here and film trains and trucks and all that. And, no, I just generally, it's a very old suburb, you know. One of the oldest in the city, right? So some people out here, they love those tempos. They're so ugly. That's what we call those tents. They were made before by a company called Tempo. Nice looking Lexus there, you know. I remember one time when I was friends with Simon, some of you guys remember Simon, drove around here a couple of times, man. I saw a lot of old cars around here, man. I even know one guy, he's got a couple there. He's a train fanatic there, you know. Boy, that fence looks like it's done for, eh? Oh, it's a gorgeous day. They set a high today of 10. I think we'll probably hit 11, maybe 12, because it's that time of year where the sun is getting hotter. And I keep thinking I'm forgetting to mention something. Look how ugly this is. Jesus Christ, that's ugly. What is it about modern things today, how they're so ugly? Look how charming that is on the opposite. Why does everybody have this obsession with black? Everything black. The goddamn window frames are black. The roof is black. The walls are gray. You know, like, people, you know, that's people. They just, I was going to say something like, man, they just can't leave things alone, but nah, it's women as well. You know. Pine Beach. Boy, to have a time machine, eh? Imagine like like so many times that I walk in different parts of the city, these old sectors that I love and that you like as well, or maybe you lived here or you knew somebody to visit here, you know, to come back in time and have a time machine and, you know, and see 58 Chevys and driveways and Fords and Ramblers, and Studebakers. And maybe there'd be like an old man on the street who had a Packard because that was the old man's car, was a Packard, you know. Or a Hudson for that matter. You know? They're still building homes here? Really? Wow. Am I on the wrong side or what? No. Let me see if I can zoom down there. You can see on the horizon down there. Maybe a bit of the river. There you go. So you see, it's not going to be a long walk, you know, it's just a short walk. And then I'm going to try to take the 209 and head up Sources. So you see, I'm trying to do things differently from my usual shtick, but do it different places, you know, different streets. Try to go to different places. I mean, there's so many streets in the cities and areas, so I'm always going the same way and doing things the same place. Always repetitive, just this complete, total Asperger syndrome kind of thing, you know. There's Carson Street. I think the 203. I don't see the bus stop. Maybe in this, not in this part. It's funny. It's funny because, you know, looking at all this and filming this, it right away, like when I started filming and looking at this, it reminded me of Google Street View. How many times you look at Google Street View and it looks like a, you know, the car was wherever it was in whatever city, whatever streets was filming at this time of day. You know, literally just this overhead lighting, high noon. Look at this home, eh? Wow, that's very elaborate. I don't know how else to put it. Even the wow, that's very old too. That's probably the oldest house on the street. I wouldn't be surprised if that was built probably in the 30s, because there's that awning there. There's a porch on the front, and if a house has a porch on the front, that means it was probably built before the days of air conditioning. I learned that, I think, last year or the year before. This one too, that one also is really old. On the corner. Let's take a look at that street. Actually, let's cross the street. Yeah, let's take a look here. Oh wow, that's cute, eh? Look at that. That's a cute little number. Nice driveway. Let's see here. Pine Beach and Aaron. Like Aaron Rand there, eh? From the old CFQR there, eh? Man, I'm old school to actually say CFQR. Look at this cutie as well. Boy, there's some just adorable little homes in this part of town. I wouldn't mind living here. I wouldn't mind having a house like that. Even though, unfortunately, the downside is that this house is so bloody old that look how small that window is. I'm going to guess that's the living room, and that was probably not even original. That was probably added bay window, you know. Yeah, not much white shit left here, that's for sure. So I guess this video is really for you people who are from Dorval, from these areas, these streets, this area, and or you grew up here, and you know, or you would come visit somebody you knew here, and something weird about that home right there, eh? Look at that. That's weird for an area like that. It kind of looks abandoned, actually, in a way. Yeah, nice actually if an old car rolled by right now. I would find that very fitting indeed. There's actually a guy a few streets from here, closer to the 20 there where I started. He's got a couple old cars. He's got a 67 Nova two-door and a what was the other one he had? Oh yeah, he had this badass gray 55 Chevy. I don't know, like a 150 or a 210. In other words, not a Bel Air, because the Bel Air was always the top of the line model, trim level package, you know. I got to do some more walking videos, definitely, in this area in the future, because again, it's just such an old suburb. It's not like a. Oh, what's under here? Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. The planes are landing in this direction right now because of the wind. The wind's coming from the northwest. That's another reason why I wanted to do this. I knew I was forgetting to mention something. Yeah, man, right on. That's another reason why I wanted to go down there. Hopefully I'll be able to film maybe a couple of heavies before I take off. Ooh, look at that Carling, just like the beer. Carling. Yeah, and because that sun is getting warm again, getting hot again, getting dangerous again, like it does every year more than ever, I don't take chances, man. I gotta wear the hat. As much as I love my hair, but you know, I had that melanoma, if you don't know, a few years ago, and knock on wood, they got rid of it. They caught it in time. It didn't spread. So I don't feel like going through that shit again. It's bad enough. I just discovered last week I got another lump there, and that's a hernia. So that's eventually going to need to have surgery done, which is just marvelous. Here's another really old home. Look at this. Wow, look how bizarre this is. Is there an artist that lives here? Wow, that's pretty neat. I've never seen nobody's house with a Betty Boop type of thing there. I don't know. I'm sure there's a story. I'm sure there's a story. Beautiful. Look how narrow the streets are too. That's how you know an area is really old, when the streets are that narrow. What does that say? Bellwood. Boy, that home is something else. Yeah, just really something. There's not, you know, when it comes to suburbs in Montreal, there's not, I don't think there's a ton of suburbs where there's just these really, really old homes like this. You know what I mean? And these places, a lot of them, these homes were built because of why? Because that's the CN and the CP train lines. You know, they started running commuter service like what, back in, I don't know, the 30s or something, 40s. So again, everything's built on railroads, generally speaking. Oh, I just heard a train horn. Me blabbing too much, you missed it. Up on the roof, da -na 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 -na, up on the roof. When this old world starts dragging me. Don't look at me. Watch where you're going, buddy. Their electric bike, maybe. I don't know. It looks like it with the stupid tires. There. That's a weird name. What's that noise? Is that a plane or a train? Oh, it's a train. Via. Look at that zoom, baby. I love it. Love the zoom. Right on. You know, so what if I'm not exactly showing this in the right lighting? Who cares? I can always turn back. Big old trees there. I always love it when the big old trees are around anywhere, because a lot of them have been cut down because of that tree disease. I don't remember what the hell it's called. Look how old this thing is. It's not a very good looking tree though. Yeah, it's really spooky looking. It kind of looks like the one from Poltergeist, unfortunately. Okay, the bus I saw just go by now, that I think was the 203, if I'm not mistaken. Up on the roof, yeah, come on, baby. You know, some of you don't know, I went to Dawson actually for I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years. Got kicked out. Got kicked out, man. I was too busy freaking building models. I just had no focus at all. So if you think I ramble on about things and I can't keep my mind focused on stuff, oh no, I'm a pro now compared to the old days. Believe me. The old days, man. Oh my god. Well, I guess suffice it to say, I was a lot like my father, who see, this isn't old. These two are not old. My father, yeah, my father, God bless him, I love that guy, you know, but he got kicked out of, no, sorry, he dropped out of school in grade 9. Grade 9, he was like 15. It's crazy. Keep driving there, don't worry, just a YouTuber there, just a big, just a guy who looks like a big shot, and I'm not. It's just, you know, like so many people. So, and now there's somebody looking at me here and probably thinking it's because people just see me talking to my camera, and you know, you only live once, man. You only live once, so take full advantage of it. Even if you do something that's weird, questionable, somebody might question you now and then. Hey, if you feel good with doing it and it makes other people happy, and you're not hurting anybody or hurting yourself, there ain't nothing wrong with it. Maybe weird, so what? Look at this sign, holy mackerel. No parking to buses, RVs, cars with trailers. They give me a fucking break, man. That's ridiculous. I'm telling you, these politicians, I don't care if they're a local, regional, man, more than ever, they got nothing better to do. Seriously, they piss taxpayers' money away. I don't care if it's me or the old man that's walking alongside of me, man. It's just, it's a disgusting time we live in. Seriously, I don't want to sound like a communist. Believe me, I'm not at all. But really, it's out of control. Out of control. Like, you look at the STM, I can, you know me, I complain about the scrap. It's not just about the scrap. It's the big picture. Right now they're on an ad campaign tangent. They've got all kinds of billboard ads in the metros and the buses, everything about whatever. It doesn't even matter what they're advertising. It's irrelevant. There should not even be an advertising department in that stupid company. But enough said, I'm not going to continue. Look at this house over here, eh? See how quickly things change when you go by the water, how big those homes get. That's not even old either. That's not $1 million home. Millions. Look. This is what I was talking about. Look at this. What a shame. That tree was probably 100 years old. That's the way it is. All good things come to an end. That's the way it is. What a perfect day to come over here. I see some people down there. I'm gonna check the schedule for the 209 and see when that comes. I don't think there's any more planes, unfortunately, landing in the direction I'd like them to. Well, we shall see. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks again very much for watching, guys, and wish you all well, and hoping that this month, today, by the way, I didn't give you the date, it's the 4th of April, that hopefully the government, they're supposed to make an announcement tomorrow, the Quebec government, about the stupid masks. And I don't think it's going to go well, frankly. I think, you know, like everybody else, I'm fed up. And, you know, it's just a big pain in the ass. Now it's a 6th wave, and then there's going to be a 7th wave and an 8th wave. What are we going to do? We're going to stop? We're going to keep fucking wearing masks forever? No fucking way, man. I'll tell you right now. I'm drawing a line here. You know, you can conform to washing your hands, keeping your distances, and, you know, all this jazz and you know, getting your shots. But I mean, this whole mask now, it's like 2 years. It's enough. It's too much. Everybody's fed up, man. So we'll hope for the best, guys. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Finishing off here. Signing off here at Balzulac Lakeshore. Let me show you the sign there. I like how they have Lakeshore and Balzulac on one sign in French and English. It's pretty, I think that's pretty epic for Montreal. I don't know of any other street in Montreal that's bilingual like that. That's pretty cool. Doing us Anglos a favor, I guess, eh? Adios, folks. Bye-bye.